Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 6th. This week you have this message in a bottle card and this peace card. There could be a message coming in that brings you peace, and definitely the Hierophant is kind of a messenger because he is able to translate the messages from heaven down to earth. So again, some of you could be receiving messages in your dreams or your daydreams, or you could be receiving messages from people that are important to you. But clearly there's an important message coming in for you this week, so I would definitely pay attention. And yeah, you have the King of Swords here as well. The King of Swords can represent a mentor, and the Ace of Swords can represent a message, of course. So again, it wouldn't really surprise me. You have the Tower. I think everyone has had the Tower so far, and so I wouldn't really worry about the Tower, Scorpio, because it could just be one of those weeks where everyone gets the Tower again. And there definitely could be global Tower moments at this time, but we'll look into it. But I wouldn't worry about it because you have the Star. And so when the Tower comes up and then we have the Star, it kind of represents healing from a Tower moment. You have the Hierophant. Again, the Hierophant can represent messages or receiving messages. That's not really what it means, but I definitely feel you could be receiving messages this week, like important news or important messages, probably from important people, I would say, especially with that King of Swords. The King of Swords could be like a boss, a mentor, someone you look up to, whatever. The list goes on and on there. So I would be paying attention. You have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. The Eight of Pentacles represents putting work into something for an extended period of time and then getting a result in the future. He is trying to master a craft on the Eight of Pentacles. And so a lot of you could be getting results for work that you've been doing for a long time. I feel like your readings have really been talking about this for a long time. Like you've been clear, it's clear to me that you have been trying to master a craft or trying to master a skill, and you could finally be getting results for the skill that you are trying to master. You have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords like a never-ending nightmare. Nine of Swords can represent having a nightmare, waking up, and being stuck in a nightmare. The good news about the Nine of Swords is it can represent, basically you could say that you're escaping a never-ending nightmare, which is kind of what the reading looks like to me. We have we go up to the Ace of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Pentacles can be like an opportunity or a different option or a different path that you're accepting. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's like something is helping you get out of a never-ending nightmare. Sometimes I also feel that the Nine of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles could be like an extended learning cycle, and it can just say that you've been learning a lot of lessons, and you're like, okay, when is this going to end? And the good news is I feel like this is coming to an end. With the Hierophant, you have the Ten of Cups. Fortune after difficulty. Definitely good things coming after a difficult period of time is kind of what I feel here. We even have this Tower. There's no doubt about it. I kind of feel that there could be something going down this week in the world. So, I would just keep your head on straight, of course. But, the Ten of Cups kind of says things are going well for you. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, if you want love, definitely could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. I do feel a little bit of love for you in this reading. It could be an Earth sign with the King of Pentacles, and it could also be someone who's older than you with the King of Swords. I kind of feel like those are one person, those two cards together. And the King of Swords is usually someone who's more mature than us or someone who's older than us. So I definitely feel you could be attracting like an older person. But if you want love, could be an Earth sign. The Knight of Cups can also represent your dream, and so can the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant. The Hierophant, again, he communicates with heaven and earth. He is able to take a dream from heaven and bring it down to earth. So I think it would be an amazing time for you to manifest a dream here on earth. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. It's like you're starting to get curious. Sometimes I think we can only suffer for so long is kind of what I'm getting. So the Nine of Swords is a very stuck energy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but the good news is it looks like you're getting out of a stuck energy. And so, the whole point of the Nine of Swords is that he's in pain, but he's not in enough pain to make a change. So he's his situation is painful, but it hasn't gotten to the point where he's forced to do something about it. And I kind of feel like this is saying that you are stopping something before you get to that point, which is good. So if something has been causing you pain, I feel that you could be bringing it to an end. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this courage, this Leo card. It says courage. It says boost your courage so you can put yourself out there in a bigger way. You have this delicate rose. It says be willing to honestly say what you feel, no matter how terrifying it may seem. Yes, if you are interested in an earth sign, or it could be a person who has earth in their chart or something, I feel like you need to speak up. Especially with the Ace of Swords here, the Ace of Pentacles could represent making an offer. So, if you are interested in a person, this could be you like flirting. I've been saying this to you for months here, Scorpio. I think for months I've been making jokes about you running people over and also throwing spitballs. I ran out of jokes, so I have nothing else. But I would do something to get someone's attention. I'm not saying you have to ask someone out, but this kind of gives me the vibes that some of you could be interested in a person. And, sometimes I think we think we're making it obvious, but we're really not. So, maybe you need to make it a little bit more obvious for this person. And, I don't know, ask your grandma or something how she flirted with your grandpa. Maybe you'll come up with a good way of how you could flirt with this person. But I don't know. I just feel like something has to happen. This has been going on for months. So I'm not calling you out, but I definitely feel some of you have been looking at someone for a long time. You have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Again, definitely could be an earth sign. I get heavy earth energy here. Again, I would be shocked if it's not an earth sign. If it's not an earth sign, it's probably someone with a shit ton of earth in their chart here. And they might be like earth and air with the, with the King of Swords, like earth and Aquarius or something like that. Could be any sign, general reading, but, that's what's standing out to me. So King of Pentacles is a card of stability. I like the King of Pentacles for love, and it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. The King of Pentacles is all about stability, and so this could be a person who really wants to create something stable or wants a stable connection. So, obviously that would be a good thing. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles can represent a big opportunity coming in for you. The Ace of Pentacles, I always say, is just the card of potential. So the Ace of Pentacles basically means nothing. Potential means nothing. Potential is what you put into something. So, again, I think that there could be some big opportunities coming in for you at this time, Scorpio. But, again, I would make sure you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way. And I would make sure you're investing the right energies. We also have two aces here, which is great. Two aces is a definite yes to any question I haven't answered. And two aces is also a new beginning. You have the Two of Pentacles. And, here's the thing. Is that Two of Pentacles can represent spinning plates, having too many responsibilities or doing too much. Then we have the Tower here. And, the Tower could be one of those things where you do have to create a Tower moment. I always encourage Tower moments for people. And, people say, how can you say that? And I always say, well, we would all still be shitting our pants in diapers if we didn't have Tower moments in life. The whole point of the Tower is that you're entering into a new reality. So that's why. I don't want to shit my pants anymore. I'm over it. Right? So I rather just have Tower moments, and I rather learn what reality actually is and accept reality. So the Tower is about accepting reality. I mean, the Tower is your card, Scorpio. The Tower is a card that you should be used to. And so the Tower is just about accepting your realities. Again, I'm not even worried about it because you have the Star right here. But I do think that some of you could be choosing to have a Tower moment with that Two of Pentacles. It's like sometimes we have too many options or we're doing too much. And it's like we have to let go of one thing so we can have something better. And that's kind of what that Two of Pentacles is saying to you. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about kind of going on an adventure or moving in a new direction. And so I think that there could be, this could be an adventure, especially if you're meeting a new person. It could kind of that could be the other thing. You could be dating a new person. And it could be causing a Tower moment because it could be bringing you into a new reality. With the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Star. Again, this is definitely your dream, I would say, because we have the Ten of Cups, Hierophant, Star here, Star here. The Star is like your North Star. It is like that one big thing that you really want to accomplish in life. And so the Star can say that you really have to go for it, or, it's time to really make something happen. And that's really what I feel with the Star is you need to start making it happen. We even have the Ace of Swords right next to it. Both of these cards are about focus. The Ace of Swords is laser-like focus. The Star is simply just picking that one thing that you want to accomplish and accomplishing it. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead. So for a lot of you, you could really be taking the lead on something here. and kind of like needing to push yourself outside of a comfort zone. And I definitely feel that with the Two of Wands. The story of the Two of Wands is that he's just standing at the top of his castle, and he has a whole world in his hands, but like he's just looking out here. He's not looking at all the potentials that exist. So I think for a lot of you, this is like saying it's time to stop daydreaming. Maybe that's what this reading is saying. It's time to stop daydreaming and like take your daydream and bring it into the world. Next, in the area of what's coming in, or messages from your future self, you have the Soul card and this Illuminate card. Yeah, I feel like you need to kind of like bring light to what makes you special, as lame as that sounds, Scorpio. I think that, the Soul card is about looking into your own soul. And the Illuminate card, with the Star card as well, would kind of really represent shining your inner light. I always say that the Star card is about shining your inner light and realizing what makes you special. I'm going to show you on this big version of the card, but she's pouring water right here onto the land from the pool of universal consciousness. And, it's flowing out into the world, and it has a couple of different meanings. Number one is it can represent what's possible for one person is possible for everyone because the energy is pouring out into the world, but it can also be like what makes you special and shining it out to the world. So I definitely feel it's time to do that. You have the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Tower. I definitely feel you could be attracting like an older person into your life, or someone who's older than older than you. I'm getting a lot of stuff on this card. Like I said earlier, I think that there could be like mentors or people that are very important to you that could be helping you out this time. Like I already said, I also think this could be a person that comes into your life for love at this time. So I'm getting a little bit of everything on that card. Next, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is the truth. The Tower can represent the truth coming out. So, it might be time to spill the beans, like I said, especially if you're interested in a person. It's almost like again, this might only resonate for some of you, so take it how it resonates. But, if this is love, I feel like this is going to be, it's like you're taking the weight off your shoulders. And, it's like, people always ask me, whenever I used to answer questions, it used to be my number one question. People would say, should I tell this person that I like them? I'm like, well, what, are you just going to hide it for the rest of your life? It's like, yeah, you should just get it out of the way. It's like, clearly you want more. And I think that we need to live honestly. And, if we like a person, but we're just saying like, well, people say things all the time like, oh, I don't want to lose this person as a friend, but it's like, no, really, you want more. And so it's like, I think we shouldn't tell those lies. Like, if you want more, you should say it. And if the person doesn't talk to you again because you're interested in them, then they weren't your friend in the first place, right? So I kind of get that feeling here. Maybe it is a friend. Maybe that's why I'm telling you this story that you're interested in. But I would just speak up with the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is something you can't hold back forever. The Ace of Swords can also represent a victory and focus. And like I said, I would be focusing on the star, your guiding light, or like that one thing that you really want to accomplish in life. You have the Tower. The Tower, of course, can represent tower moments. The Tower can represent entering into a new reality. Not even worried about it because you have the star twice. But you definitely could be entering into a new reality at this time. With the King of Swords, you have the Death card, you showing up here in a strong position. Again, when you show up as yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading. So I kind of feel like you're just showing up in a strong position with the Death card. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles can represent material success on the horizon. So the Eight of Pentacles is a very good card for increasing your finances or for doing things that'll increase your finances. And again, focus is another one of those things. Now, here's the thing, is that you have the Two of Pentacles. So, Two of Pentacles is kind of like just doing anything to do something. Eight of Pentacles is doing the right thing. So I think that like focused attention on exactly what you should be working on is what you should be doing with the Eight of Pentacles. Again, the guy in the Eight of Pentacles, he's working on the thing that will turn him into a master. He's not just working on just anything in work. He's really doing what's important. And, the Two of Pentacles is kind of like the opposite. He's just trying to do everything. He's basically doing busy work. He's not doing efficient work. So, I definitely get that feeling here that for you to accomplish your dream, that, doing efficient work is going to be the correct answer for you, Scorpio. With the Tower, you have the Page of Cups. Could just be a surprise. It could just be a surprise that the person that you're interested in is also interested in you. So the Page of Cups can represent love or an admirer. And again, this could just be a surprise, right? The Tower, as I always say, does not have to be a bad thing. It could represent a surprise. Funny enough, the Page of Cups can also represent your dream. Normally, the Page of Cups has that fish in the cup, and I always say he needs to grab onto that fish and bring it down to earth. That fish can represent part of his dream or something he's imagining that he needs to bring down to earth. So again, I think for a lot of you, this can represent manifesting your dream on earth. And the Tower basically says like the time is now. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says life is speeding up. You also have this Deer Spirit. Spirit says bring a gentle touch. So yeah, things are happening faster and faster and faster, and it's only going to continue to speed up during Pluto and Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's like you ain't seen nothing yet, Scorpio, as they say, because with the development of AI, you want to talk about life happening fast. Things are about to speed up significantly. So definitely something that everyone is dealing with. But the Deer Spirit says bring a gentle touch. This card always reminds me of spring energy. So things, it kind of represents general improvements. You have the Star, the Three of Wands, and the Moon. The Star can represent following your North Star, like I said, or following your guiding light. And so I feel for a lot of you that your guiding light could be like a big goal, wish, or dream, or something that you've always wanted to accomplish. And with the Star card, we really have to do things to try to accomplish what we're setting out to accomplish. So, I think that there could be like a big goal, wish, or dream that you're trying to manifest or accomplish, and I would really go for it. You also have the Eight of Pentacles in this reading. Sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles, I think we need to zoom out and we need to see all the work that we have done. Because when we put work into perspective, if we have a bigger goal, then when we see all the things that we have accomplished in life, it makes what we're about to do much more easy to accomplish. And again, I kind of get that energy here with these readings. And the reason I'm saying it with the Star is the Star represents getting a bird's eye view. So, it kind of can also represent zooming out and seeing the big picture. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands can represent growth and expansion, so I think a lot of you could be growing or expanding at this time. This would also represent taking a leap of faith in some ways. In the area of the good stuff, the Three of Wands would kind of say that you're expanding and making progress, so I do feel a lot of you could be making progress. I also feel, the funny thing I'm also getting is that there are new directions becoming available to you. He has these 3 boats that are on the harbor, and it's almost as if I see you, it's like you have more options in life. I feel like maybe in the past you didn't have as many options on like the direction that you could move in or the things that you could do in your life, and it's like you're getting a lot more options, I feel. Next, you have the Moon. The Moon can represent a blessing. Not a blessing. The Moon can represent stepping into darkness. I was looking at the Hierophant and thinking about a blessing. We'll talk about it in a second. But the Moon can represent a period of fear, fantasies, and illusions. But it's coming up in the good stuff, so it can represent clarity or receiving clarity. What I was going to say is I feel like you are receiving clarity on how you can receive some sort of blessing because of the Page of Cups that's showing up right next to it as well. This could be something that leads to a family or marriage as well with the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. But, this could be any blessing that you're trying to receive. And again, the Moon and the good stuff would say you're entering into a time of clarity. With the Star, you have the Six of Wands. Yeah, definitely a victory here. We didn't have the Strength card here, but, if the Strength card showed up here, it would make this message a little bit stronger, I think. But, the Six of Wands is definitely a good card of getting attention, for the work that you've done. The story of the Six of Wands is that this guy's been to war, and now he's being celebrated because he's coming back from battle. With the, if we had the Strength card, it would make it a little bit stronger, literally, because Strength, the lady on the Strength card is doing a display of strength, but, kind of also, Six of Wands is very similar. With the Three of Wands, you have the Three of Wands. It definitely could be time to take a leap of faith as well. The Three of Wands kind of says, it's coming up in the good stuff, but it is my card that says, what are you waiting for? Again, he needs to get on those boats and go on an adventure. So I definitely feel it's time to take a risk or to take a leap of faith. With the Moon, you have the Sun. So, the Sun brings clarity to the Moon. The Moon comes up, the Moon goes down, the Sun comes up, and we have clarity. So you are definitely entering into a Sun period, which is great. Pretty much exactly what I said. The Sun is also like happiness, joy, love, peace. All the good feelings could be coming in for you here. You have this Barrel card. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. I think you just need to fill in the gap. Whatever is lacking, just go and get whatever is lacking. You have this camel. It says, persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah, I do feel you are overcoming a lot of obstacles. It seems to me like a lot of people are focused on like cleaning up the energy, in the sense that people are focused on, cleaning up obstacles or overcoming certain obstacles. You have this owl. It says, good advice from a wise person. I do feel like you could be gaining a lot of wisdom at this time. And also we have the King of Swords, which, the King of Swords and the Hierophant can represent like a teacher or a mentor or someone who has good advice. So I would be listening to good advice. You have this Dark Woman card. It says, dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. You have this Wishbone card. It says, a wish granted. I feel like this is you. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man or whatever. Doesn't matter. Sometimes I feel these people cards are just talking about the person I'm reading for. And I feel you could be having some sort of wish granted. You have this Hammock card. It says, taking a vacation either physically or mentally. I think you need a vacation with the Three of Wands. Again, Three of Wands is a great card for travel. So it could be a good time for you to like go on adventure or travel. But this looks really good here, Scorpio. I like it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.